Hi everyone, it's John Eisenhower here. I thought I'd give you a brief introduction to Module 4. This is the last module before midterm, so just let you know that's coming up. By this time, you should have already submitted the final draft of your first paper, the exemplification, and so then you'll be ready to start on the second paper, which is this week, the first draft of the cause and effect paper. So I thought I'd just flip through the pages of Module 4 and just give you a brief introduction to the different assignments for this week. Okay, page 1 is the introduction. This is where just you get a few lines about why we're writing about what we're doing, what we're writing about. Outcomes, again, you should read these. Be aware they aren't the assignments themselves. It just shows us how the assignments in this module connect to the overall course. All right. Module assignment summary just gives you a brief breakdown of the readings and the assignments for the week. Lecture notes are a little different this week. The main thing that you want to read is the Owlet Purdue's handout quoting, paraphrasing, and summarizing. And all you have to do to access that is just click here on this link, and it'll open a window that will take you to that resource. It's not very long and has some great information. All right. So this week we're starting a new high stakes assignment, and this is the cause and effect paper, your second paper for the term. And we'll be working on it in modules 4 and 5. All right. And so what you want to do is you will access the cause and effect instructions in module 4 for the first draft. The cause and effect, we'll do a cause and effect peer review in the next module, module 5. And then you'll also turn in the cause and effect final draft in module 5. So first draft in module 4, peer review and final draft in module 5. Very similar to what we did in modules 2 and 3. Okay, and here's the assignment. The introduction here just gives you a breakdown about what cause and effect is, the fact that it focuses on the question why by describing the relationships between two or more events. Anytime you consider the reason something happened or the results of an event, you're using cause and effect. Nothing happens without causes, and every event that ever happens has effects to it. And so what we're doing is we're trying to trace the relationships between something that happened and something that happened as a result. Okay. Again, you have this assignment fulfill support section. These outcomes and competencies, the outcomes just describe how what we're doing in this module connects to the overall course. The competencies describe how this particular assignment fits into what you're supposed to be doing at Fayetteville Tech in general. All right, and so when you get down to the assignment, this actually tells us what we're going to do for the paper. And it says your objective is to produce the first draft of your cause and effect piece. The assignment is to describe the causes or effects of a problem with technology. The essay will reference and cite Michael Rogers' essay, What Evolutionary Psychology Says About Social Networking. Now, you don't actually have to do a reference or a citation until the second draft, until the final draft next week. But this week we're going to focus on writing the paper, and then next week we're going to actually do a citation. Okay. Resources. You can download a PDF copy of the assignment itself if you want to have it for offline viewing, or you want to look at it on a second screen or print it out. And you also have a PDF copy of a cause and effect example that's done by a student that will kind of show you what my expectations are about how this piece should come out. So the first link gives you a copy of the assignment itself, and the second link gives you a paper that was done by a student actually last term, at the beginning of last term, that was done from this assignment. So you can see what that student did. And you also need to read What Evolutionary Psychology Says About Social Networking by Michael Rogers. It's pages 346 through 348 in our Nexus book, and we will use this next week, and we'll use it in a citation. Okay. The final draft, again, should be 500 to 750 words, just like the last one. 5 paragraphs long again, and the final draft will contain a citation from Rogers' piece. All right, formatting requirements. So if you have anything, or if you have forgotten how to do an MLA formatting in a Google document, you can click this link to access instructions. Here's a little message that if you use any outside sources for any reason, and that means any reason at all, you must cite them using MLA style. If you don't, you put yourself at risk of plagiarism. So be aware of that. And I have a MLA formatting and style guide here. You can go to that link if you need any advice about citation. Again, you don't have to put any citations in this week's first draft, but in next week's final draft, you will have to cite the piece that I will give you, Michael Rogers, What Evolutionary Psychology Says About Social Networking. And there'll be detailed instructions for how to do that in Module 5. Okay, so submitting, you put it right back in safe assignment just like you have been in the past, and you have the late penalty here. All right, so here we have the specific guidelines, and just like with last week, what you're supposed to do is go down the line and follow each individual instructions through this area. Okay, if you do that, and I noticed that many of you did last week, that if you do that, you'll have a much greater chance of producing a document that will get a good grade and meets the assignment objectives, and you'll also when you follow the instructions where you maybe don't follow them perfectly, it'll give me a chance, or give us a reference point, so that we can have a better conversation about how you can correct your work. All right. So that's the small breakdown of our cause and effect first draft. If you have any questions about that, you know that you can just call me or email me or come see me during office hours, and all that information is available in the instructor information area in Blackboard. All right, let's go to the next page. This is just the page where you'll turn in your cause and effect first draft, and again, this will be due at the end of Module 4. The late policy is here, and I've got instructions for submitting work to Google, submitting Google Documents to Blackboard here, and this link. And of course, I have that posted as an announcement, and it's a video again on my YouTube channel. So just be aware that the instructions are available to you. All right, here's a discussion forum assignment. In even numbered weeks, when we're working on our first drafts, we'll also be doing discussion boards on Outcasts United. And so this week we're back to that. We're back to doing a discussion board on Outcasts United. And your question this week is to pull the answer from chapters 5 through 16 of Outcasts United. Here it says Luma and the players experienced some significant difficulties as well as some significant triumphs. And you're going to be asked, you're going to be asked, what do you feel is the most significant difficulty that Luma and the players encounter at this point in the text? And that means chapters 5 through 16. What is the most significant triumph? And again, you're supposed to cite 2 or 3 specific points from the text to support your choice, and include page numbers from the text when referencing your points. If you look back up, you should know this by now, but I'll go ahead and reiterate. The outcomes and the competencies, that's just to show how the assignment fits into the course, and how the assignment fits into the overall objectives that Fayetteville Tech has for its students. Here are the grading criteria that states that you must answer each part of each question in full. So that means that this week specifically, you have to describe some significant difficulties and significant triumphs, both. And you must cite it 2 or 3 specific points in the text. And again, it gives some guidelines for how to do a response to a classmate. Okay, and that just gives that guide about the 3-part response. Refer to the work, make a comment about it, and end with a question. All right, by the end of this week, you should be 50% through your Connect work. That's by the end of Module 4, you should be about 50% through your Connect work. And the specific assignments that students are to complete this week are listed in the assignment summary for the module. And the last page has to do with questions for the instructor. If you have any questions at all, you can post a question there, and it will get sent to me as an email, and I'll respond as soon as I possibly can. All right, guys, that's my introduction to Module 4. If you have any questions about it, don't hesitate to contact me by email, by phone, in by my office hour. That's my office hours that are listed in the instructor information area. And you can definitely come to see me in my office during my office hours, and all that information is listed in the instructor information area of Blackboard. All right, folks, I hope that helps, and I'll talk to you soon. Have a nice day.